With the legislative session complete, the governor has begun reviewing the bills on his desk. So far, he's vetoed one that would ban certain pesticides. He said he did it for the sake of farmers. ABC 22's Malachi Flynn joins us live now from the newsroom with more on this veto. Malachi?
Well, Lauren, Governor Phil Scott returned Bill H-706 to the legislature Monday without his signature. It's a potential win for farmers, but a potential loss for beekeepers. Bill H-706, an act related to banning the use of neonic pesticides, sought to protect bees and other pollinators from the adverse effects they might pose. But Governor Phil Scott vetoed the bill, saying the ban would adversely impact farmers. In his veto letter, Scott noted that nearly all corn grown in the U.S. is treated with neonics, and that banning this corn from being grown or used in Vermont could impact the dairy industry. Scott's letter said, quote, "The bill unfairly targets dairy farmers reliant on corn crops and will harm farmers without achieving its goals for pollinators. For these reasons, I cannot sign it into law." The governor did note the importance of pollinators to Vermont's agricultural industry and the state's ecosystem, but said he could not support a law that he says would hurt farmers. But Paul Burns, head of the Vermont Public Interest Research Group, says more than 80% of Vermonters support a ban on neonics, and he says the science is on their side.
As the use of neonics has risen significantly, so too has the decline of bee populations been something that has been observed. And so the science is pretty clear now that the more we use neonics, the greater the threat to bees. And potentially to other species.
Burns also dismissed the governor's claims that farmers would be adversely affected. He noted that other areas, like nearby Quebec, outlawed neonics several years ago and have continued to produce corn and other crops without a loss in yield. He says New York already passed similar legislation to ban neonics, which Vermont lawmakers modeled their own bill after. New York's ban will go into effect in 2029, as will Vermont's, and Vermont's proposed ban would be repealed if New York's is, ensuring that Vermont farmers are not alone.
This mirrors New York State, which has about 1 million acres of corn grown there to our 90,000 acres here. It seems like totally reasonable to expect that our farmers could make the adjustment, just as farmers in New York will, and farmers in Quebec and Ontario to our north already have.
Burns says he fully expects lawmakers to override the governor's veto during the upcoming veto session next month. Live in the newsroom, Malachi Flynn, ABC 22 News.
Thanks, Malachi.